Chapter 2 Components of Food.
Introduction. Before you start eating your food, have you ever carefully looked at it? What is there on your plate usually? In North India, a meal generally consists of chapati, green vegetable, rice and dal. Similarly, in South India, a meal may consist of idli or dosa with sambar and vegetables. Imagine if your food was just chapati or rice or chicken. How long would you be able to eat such food? Have you ever wondered why we need to eat different types of food together in a meal? This is because each type of these foods fulfills some specific requirements of our body system. Let us learn about different components of food and their role in making the body healthy and fit. Why do we need food? Our body is a very complex machine. There are thousands of processes taking place within our body all the time as we go about doing our daily chores. All the raw materials and the energy needed for these processes are supplied by food. These raw materials are called nutrients. Hence, food provides all the nutrition to our body to grow, to work, to fight diseases, and to repair any damage. There are mainly 5 types of nutrients in our food. These are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. In addition to these, we need fibers and water. Though fibers are not nutrients, they are important for the smooth functioning of our digestive system. Let us examine these components of food in detail. What is there in our food? Carbohydrates. These are the energy-giving foods. The simplest carbohydrate made by plants is glucose. This is made by the process of photosynthesis. Glucose is then converted into complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are sweet in taste. These are commonly called sugars. The sugar which you eat every day is sucrose. Similarly, maltose and lactose present in milk are also sugars. These are instant sources of energy. Plants and animals convert glucose into complex carbohydrates. Starch and cellulose are complex carbohydrates found in plants. Our body can digest starch but not cellulose. So, we derive energy from starch. However, cellulose is not digested in our body, so it is a source of dietary fiber. The complex carbohydrate found in animals is called glycogen. Sources of carbohydrates. Fruits such as grapes, bananas, and apples are rich in sugars. Honey is a good source of sugar. Starch is found in rice, wheat, corn, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. In our body, starch is digested and broken down into glucose. Glucose provides the energy required for the various functions of the body. Extra glucose is converted into glycogen and stored in the body. We can carry out a test to check the presence of starch in our food.
Proteins. Proteins are body-building food. We need proteins for the growth and repair of our body. We also need them for fighting against diseases. All the processes in our body are carried out with the help of proteins. Proteins are substances mostly made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Some sources of proteins are pulses, soybean, egg, and meat.
Let us learn how we can detect proteins in food stuff.
Fats. Fats are the main source of energy for our body. They produce much more energy than carbohydrates. Butter, ghee, and oils are rich sources of fat. Butter and ghee are milk products. Oils are obtained from plant seeds such as mustard, groundnut, and coconut. Extra fat is stored in our body under the skin and provides energy whenever the body needs it. Though fats are necessary for our body, excess of fat storage leads to obesity and other health complications. We should consume a very limited amount of fat. Vitamins. Vitamins are nutrients required by the body in small amounts. They help the body to absorb and utilize other nutrients and minerals. There are 2 types of vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins. These are soluble in water, vitamin B complex, and vitamin C are water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin B complex is a mixture of different vitamins. Milk, green leafy vegetables, fruits and meat are good sources of vitamin B complex. Vitamin C is obtained from citrus fruits such as lemon, orange, berries and quinoa. If taken in excess, water-soluble vitamins are not harmful for the body as they get excreted with the urine. Fat-soluble vitamins. These are soluble in fat. Vitamins A, D, E and K are fat-soluble. Milk, eggs, fish, cabbage, tomatoes and green vegetables are good sources of these vitamins. If taken in excess, they get accumulated in the body and are harmful. Our body can synthesize vitamins D and K. Exposure to sunlight helps the body to make vitamin D. All other vitamins are taken through food. Vitamins are vital for our body. Let us see why each one of them is important for us.
Vitamin, function, sources. Vitamin A helps in normal vision, growth. Carrot, pumpkin, cod liver oil, green leafy vegetables. Vitamin B complex helps in proper growth of the body, keeps blood healthy. Green leafy vegetables, milk, meat, fruits. Vitamin C keeps gums and teeth healthy. Citrus fruits like lemon, oranges, quinoa and amla. Vitamin D helps in maintaining healthy bones and teeth and also helps the body to absorb calcium from food. Milk, cod liver oil, spending time in the sun. Vitamin E keeps skin and reproductive system healthy. Butter, tomatoes, green leafy vegetables. Vitamin K helps in the clotting of blood. Egg, tomatoes, cabbage.
Minerals. Minerals are chemical substances needed by our body to function well. They are needed in small amounts and they help the body to utilize other nutrients effectively. Some minerals needed by plants and animals are as follows. Iron. Iron is present in hemoglobin, the component of blood which transports oxygen. Calcium. Calcium is used in making bones and teeth. It also helps in blood clotting. Phosphorus.
It is present
in bones and teeth. Sodium and potassium. They are needed for the proper functioning of the nervous system. Iodine. It is needed for the proper functioning of thyroid gland which controls the physical and mental growth. Fluorine. It helps to protect teeth against decay. Manganese. It is present in chlorophyll which carries out photosynthesis. Apart from these, other minerals such as zinc, magnesium, copper and sulfur are needed by animals and plants in small amounts. Different minerals are found in different food. Milk is a good source of many minerals. Iodine is found in seafood. Green vegetables, millet, meat and nuts are good sources of minerals like iron, calcium and phosphorus. Deficiency of minerals causes various diseases.
Dietary fibers. These are also called roughage. They mainly contain cellulose, the carbohydrate which is not digested in our body. Dietary fibers add to the amount of food we eat, but do not provide any nutrition. They help in smooth bowel movements. That is, they help the body to get rid of waste easily. Roughage is a very important part of our diet. The lack of roughage in food leads to constipation. Fresh fruits, vegetables and whole grains are good sources of roughage. That is why it is good to include a salad serving along with the meal.
Water. Water is an important part of our body. It is required for all processes taking place in the body. A normal adult requires 2 to 3 liters of water per day. Apart from drinking water, we consume water in the form of drinks such as tea, milk and juices. We also get water from fruits and vegetables. Water is an important constituent of blood, plasma and other body fluids. It is the agent of transport in our body. It transfers nutrients to all parts of the body through blood. It also collects the waste from all parts of the body and excretes it through urine. It helps the body to get rid of waste food in the form of feces. What happens if there is a deficiency of water in the body? Our bodies are about 2/3 water. When there is a deficiency of water in the body gets dehydrated. This means the amount of water in the body drops below the level needed for its normal functioning.
What type of food should we eat? Our food should contain all the components that we discussed so far. A proper meal contains all nutrients in the right proportion. Such food is called a balanced diet. It is defined as the diet containing all nutrients, roughage and water in right amounts, required for keeping the body healthy and fit. Balanced diet is not the same for every person. It depends on the age of the person and a kind of work a person does. For example, growing children needs lots of proteins and carbohydrates in the diet along with other nutrients. A person who works in the field the whole day will also need such diet. However, a person who works sitting in an office will require much less amount of carbohydrates and fats in the diet. A pregnant woman requires all the nutrients in larger amounts for the proper growth of the baby. Most of the food we eat is cooked. Cooking is done to turn food softer and tastier. However, food should not be overcooked as its nutrients get destroyed. Some nutrients, such as vitamin C, get destroyed on cooking. So, the food containing such nutrients are eaten raw in the form of salads or fruits.
What happens if we eat too much? Eating excess food is bad for our health. The excess fat we eat gets deposited in our body and leads to a condition called obesity. Obesity can lead to various other diseases. Hence, it is very important to take a balanced diet. Fast foods such as burgers, pizzas and French fries provide less nutrition and more fat. Similarly, fried food are a source of harmful fat. All these food contribute to obesity. You can know whether you are obese or not by knowing your body mass index, BMI. A BMI of 18 to 25 is considered healthy. Higher value of BMI indicates obesity.
Let us learn how to calculate BMI.
What happens if we eat too less? As we discussed in Chapter 1, there are many people in the world who do not get enough food. As a result, their bodies do not get enough nutrition. Also, sometimes people do not eat a balanced diet. As a result, their bodies do not get some nutrients in the required amount. Lack of different nutrients in the body leads to many diseases. Such diseases are called deficiency diseases. A deficiency disease is defined as a disease caused by the lack of a particular nutrient in the diet. Some of the deficiency diseases are listed in table.
Deficiency diseases.
Name of the disease: nutrient lacking in diet. Symptoms: kwashiorkor occurs in children between 1 to 5 years of age. Proteins: swollen stomach, thin limbs, cracked skin, discolored hair. Marasmus occurs in children up to 1 year. Proteins and carbohydrates: loss of muscles, thin stomach, loose skin, discolored hair. Night blindness, vitamin A. Unable to see in dim light, beriberi, vitamin B1. Loss of appetite, energy, weak muscles. Scurvy, vitamin C. Swollen and bleeding gums, loose teeth. Rickets, vitamin D. Soft and bent bones, weak teeth and bones. Calcium, decay of teeth and bones. Goiter, iodine. Swollen neck, mental instability in children. Anemia, iron. Weakness, pale look. Tooth decay, fluorine. Tooth decay. We have now learned the importance of balanced diet. We should be very careful of what we eat. We should not eat too much junk food or fried food. We should eat lots of fruits and salads. Along with food, physical activity is very important. We should go out and play the sport of our choice every day. This keeps us healthy and strong. Playing also helps us concentrate and study better.